Hey, what's up, everybody? This is John with Bergflow. Hey, going live here. I wanted to really get in and talk about this event we've got coming up. So I realize I kind of posted this at the last minute. So I know there's probably a lot of you have no idea this is going live, but if you see it, jump on. I think I can see your comments. So if you have questions, please ask. Um, Talking about our CEO mastermind coming up. Now, for those of you, so I'm going to talk about this until I get some questions. For those of you that are a little curious, like, well, I don't really have a CEO. If so, we've kind of rephrased this just so you know, like, if you're the owner, you are the CEO, unless you have designated someone else. So, don't let the name of the CEO Adventure Master don't let that throw you off. Okay, so this is for business owners. Okay. If you are a business owner and you want an epic adventure, then you need to sign up for this. Okay. I think there's only like 7 spots left. Okay. So it's moving pretty quick. They're gobbling up pretty quick, and there's limited spots in the first place. Now, um, let's tell you a little bit about this. Now, you can go on and you can read and all the stuff. Now, I've been to 2 of these, and both times, everything about it's fantastic. All right. So, for one, if you don't know where Powder Canyon is, look it up. And this is about 6,000 acres of private land in the Powder Canyon. It's kind of the backside of the Powder Canyon. Um, and you're, you can go there, you can go off roading any other time you want. This event in particular is nothing but business owners, uh, and it's a chance to get out in this awesome views of this canyon. Okay, so you're going to be camping up top. We've got cabins out there. You can go on our site and check it out. Um, you'll see some photos on Birdflow, but go check out Maris Adventure Park. Look it up. They've just finished these cabins. They're awesome. There's glamping sites, there's RV sites. So all this is going to come into play on this mastermind deal. And the views are just amazing for one. Okay. So you up top, you can just look down into the canyon. It's beautiful. Uh, it's going to be in October, so it's not going to be too hot. It's not, sorry, I'm eating hair here. It's not going to be too hot. The weather's going to be great. The nights are going to cool off. We're going to have, um, fire pits and just a lot of cool stuff going on. Right. Not only that, fantastic food. Uh, every time we go there's the spice group, the cock and hog people that come out and cook for us is the most amazing food, and they cook it all out there on the canyon rim, right? So it's unbelievable. I'm going to be doing off-roading. How many you like to go off-roading in a Jeep, in a I've got a Tacoma. I got sorry, it's okay if you got it. I got a Tacoma. I love it. It's fun. Um, Going off-road. We just did a bunch of that up in Colorado, but this place out here at Maris Adventure Park has some amazing trails to go off road. Now, you don't have to worry about if you don't have a Jeep, if you don't have a Tacoma, if you don't have something that goes off road. They don't allow side by sides out there, so nix that. You're coming out. You're going to be driving. Like, Maris has Jeeps, okay, available, and we're all going to be loading up in these Jeeps. So you're going to get the opportunity to drive down to there if you want. If you don't want it and you just want to ride, that's fine too. But you're going to have the opportunity to drive down there, experience these trails, um, cruising around on, and there's a lot of different levels of trails out there. Okay, so if you've ever gone like snowboarding or skiing, and if you've never done this off-roading stuff, but you have done something like that, think about the trails like on the slopes, right? You've got You got the bunny slope, and you got greens and blues and blacks and double blacks. It's the same concept out here, right? There are trail levels that you can get on, and some of those are very simple and easy in case you're nervous about it, and some of those can get a lot more difficult. And these Jeeps that Maris has that we're going to be using on this, okay? If you're going to this, if you're coming to this, you're going to be behind the wheel if you choose to be, or sitting in there experiencing that. They will take on these trails, okay? And it's so much freaking fun. Um, so you get to jump on, drive around on all these trails, seeing these amazing views. We'll stop, we'll take pictures. We're gonna, you know, drink plenty of water, have a lot of fun. Now, there's also some other stuff going on down here, and it's caving. So there are these natural caves that have formed all throughout the canyon on the bottom down there. Now, me personally, I'm not a little guy, and not that I'm just massive, but I'm part of the problem is I'm claustrophobic. So now I have gone in these caves. Okay. I go to a certain point, and once it gets a little too tight for me or a little uncomfortable, I'm out. Okay. I'm gonna go back. And some places I just can't fit, but the caves are really cool. So you get to go out and explore the caves if you so choose to do so. There's hiking. I got to tell you, man, we did this like midnight hike uh, to see the moon come up one night. So I mean, we hiked one night, and these are all optional. If you're not a hiker, it's okay. You don't have to do this, but we did this on one of these trips. We went out and actually hiked up this boulder field, right? It goes from the canyon floor, and hiked up through these boulders in the dark, and got to this point where we could see the moon come up, and it was just beautiful. It, like, lit everything up. It was awesome, right? So um, there are lots of other areas to go hiking and everything like that out there. Um, so there's all this adventure, Jeep, riding in the Jeeps, caving, hiking. There's even mountain bike trails out there that you want to bring your mountain bike, come and ride a little bit. Now, on top of that, the good food, campfires. Who doesn't like a campfire? Sitting around the fire having conversations. Now, if you've ever been camping, if you've ever sat around a campfire, you know that there are conversations that take place around the campfire that don't generally happen anywhere. And sometimes those are comical, and sometimes they're serious, and sometimes they're, well, there are a lot of things, right? But the idea here is bringing like-minded people together. Okay, business owners, you guys need a break, right? Okay. We have on our deal, this is kind of like a summer camp for CEOs, summer camp for business owners. You get to come out and just relax, for one, have a good time, a little bit of adventure in your life, right? But also, you're going to get to sit down, and we're going to be doing some whiteboarding, like scratching out some ideas, having those in-depth conversations with people that kind of understand. They understand the things that you're going through as a business owner, and getting some of that out. And then, those conversations can get real, as far as like diving into what are your current issues? What issues do you have? What do you not? What are you going through? What have you gone through? What can you tell one another that may help someone else to go through that, right? So the conversations are very real. There's also going to be some learning points that we're going to be going through. There's a whole classroom up here, big building, whiteboards all over the place. So there's going to be very informative times where very specific information is going to be given to you as a business owner, and that discussion, that real deep discussion. And also with these other business owners, sometimes it's around a campfire. Sometimes it's going to be in the Jeep while you're driving along, having, meeting people and connections, and man, it is just so much fun. So this opportunity, uh, you're not going to get this like just anywhere. Okay. going to conferences, that's great. We go to conferences, love conferences. They're motivating, all the stuff. This is a little bit different. Okay. This is a very unique setting, and the actual adventure part of this is in there. And we all need that in our lives. We need some of that adventure, and then just getting real. There's going to be these times where you're just going to get real. It's going to get raw. You don't have to be afraid of that. Embrace it. Okay. So it's 4 days, 3 nights, connecting, learning, growing, playing, all of these things. Okay. Being a business owner, we know it's tough and we know it's stressful. Um, we're constantly, every day, we are helping to coach, and as Birdflow, we're coaching and we're pushing owners and their leaders to be pivot ready, to take their business to the next level. What does that mean? What does it look like? And so we know, we hear the struggles, we hear the problems. So we know owning and running this business is tough, and trying to lead it, and it also can be very exhausting. Um, but many of you guys are wearing, guys and gals. When I say guys, it's guys and gals. Uh, Many of you are wearing so many hats, and it's so exhausting. It can be very lonely, right? At the top, it can be very lonely because you're not really going to get to complain much. And there's a lot of people that just simply don't understand some of the sacrifices and things that you're doing to keep this business going, to keep your employees happy, to because you're the one having to worry about the finances. Is money coming in? Can I pay my employees? All these things, right? And that can be a very lonely spot. And so creating this time and this place so that you can all come together, several of you can come together and just unwind, let loose, connect, learn, grow, play with other business owners, and kind of take your concepts, your visions, your mindsets, moving them to that next level. Yeah, moving it to that next level. Sometimes it takes us as people to get away and get it. And there's something about nature, right? I just said, like, conferences. Usually, these conferences you go to, they're great, and there's usually phenomenal speakers, and they're motivating. I've spoke at some, I've been to some. Always have a great time. But there's something about getting out and connecting with nature a little bit, with other people on more of an intimate setting, and just diving in and having those conversations they're just so different, usually during those times. So I haven't seen any questions pop in. I know, in fact, I don't even know that anyone's watching live right now, which is okay. I did throw this out there at the last minute, but you're going to get knowledge, like specialized knowledge on building teams and unlocking your leadership to new levels coming to this. And also like recharging your batteries, right? That's part of what this is about, is helping you as a business owner recharge your batteries a little bit, and experiencing something you've probably never been out. Obviously, most of y'all listening to this or seeing this, maybe you've been out to Maris, maybe not, but most likely not. And if you could get out there and just see it and experience it, and then make these new connections, man, I'm telling you, it's so much fun playing games, and um, you know the mastermind sessions, the getting real with one another, just so incredible. Like I said, there's only like 7 spots left this go round. Okay, there's only 7 spots left, and it's October 17th through the 20th. Maris Adventure Park. Um, this is close to Amarillo. Okay. Yes, there are airports in Amarillo, in case you didn't know that. You can fly in. We can come and pick you up. We can provide transportation to and from the park. So we just have to know like your itinerary. When are you landing? And we can make those arrangements. So once you're picked up, you get to drive out. Everything's provided as far as your dinners and stuff. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday dinners, uh, breakfast Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, lunches Wednesday and Thursday, all the excursions, uh, the facilitated whiteboarding, okay, mastermind sessions. Like I said, transportation from the airport to the park and then going back, snacks and drinks. Um, the only thing you that's not included is your airfare. So you got to fly yourself there or drive yourself there or whatever. And then lodging. Okay. So lodging, it's going to be cheap. You're going to get or I should say, when you sign up, you're going to get an email, and there's a link in there where you can go on, and you'll be staying out there. Okay, unless you just want to be, you know, in town, rent a car or something, and drive back and forth and stay at a hotel. If that's your thing, whatever. But that's fine. But you're going to be staying out there up on the canyon rim, uh, in cabins, in glamping sites, whatever. So, um, RVs. So all this stuff is available. Um, if you are listening to this or see this later and you're a current client of ours, okay, clients do get a discount, but we're talking about $1,500. Okay, if you're not a client, $1,500. All right, for 4 days and 3 nights. Okay, I'm sorry, you're not going to get that anywhere else. We're doing this specifically for a reason to give, and 14 spots is all we've got, and only 7 are left. So it's this opportunity to give people, business owners, a real chance to do something very, very freaking affordable, but get away. Now, here's the deal. Some of you are probably thinking, I can't leave my business for that long. If you can't, that's a problem. All right. So you need to think about that a little bit. You should be able to get away from the business a little bit. You should be able to pull yourself from that. So make it happen. Find someone that you can trust in your business, which you should have, and go on. Fill this out. Like you can see, I'm assuming you guys can see this scrolling at the bottom. Bergflow.com/CEO dash catalyst is the, now you can just go to the Bergflow site and look under trainings, and you'll see this. It's called the CEO Adventure Mastermind. Okay, just click on that. There's a place to register. Click on that, go through, fill it out. You'll get a responding email, and then more to come as far as like all the details and hashing that out. And then all you got to do is book your airfare, or if you're going to drive, obviously figure that out. Know when you need to leave to get there and all those things. Any questions you have around this, we're happy to answer. Okay. But like I said, October 17th through the 20th. All right. If you're a business owner and need some time and need some fun, then I don't even know why you would hesitate. Okay. Now I came on here to answer questions, to give you some more info. I know everybody is oftentimes so busy, and you get on, you go to a site, and you just get tired of like scrolling and reading stuff. So I'm telling you, here's what you're going to want to bring as well. You want some outdoor wear, warm and cold weather stuff, right? Casual. We're not talking fancy. All right. You need to be casual. Hiking shoes and boots, maybe a jacket for the evening, a notebook. Um, there's some challenge in your life that you want to overcome, or challenge in your business, bringing that idea with you and like your thoughts around it so you can present that and get the feedback from like-minded people like you. obviously some adventurous spirit, uh, and then just being open-minded. That's what you bring. I mean, you're going to want changes of clothes and all that. I'm not going to tell you every little article to bring underwear and socks and all that. So to do that. Maybe bring a hat, if you want a hat, something like that. Bring your shades, little sunscreen, perhaps. We might even provide some of that. But I'm telling you, you're gonna have a great time. It is so much freaking fun. Go on and take a look at some of the photos that have been posted on there through the Bird Flow. Or you can just go to Maris and even look at some of those. It's the same stuff, only add in the awesome conversations that are going to have between business owners. Okay. And just, I say between business owners, we're just people, right? You're just people, like, but there are certain struggles that you experience as a business owner that sometimes you can't just talk to someone who doesn't own a business, because they may look at you with that blank stare, right? But getting out and getting in a position like this, surrounded by everyone that's going to be out there, is going to be they're going to be able to interject because they understand and they know. They understand and know what you're going through, even if it's not the exact same industry. It doesn't matter. Uh, so, what, I wish someone was on right now. I wish someone would chime in and tell me and give me reasons why. Why wouldn't you want this experience? So, if later, I'm sure you're gonna be able to access this and watch it and listen to it or whatever later on. But if you end up having any questions whatsoever, um, you can call, you can email, um, uh, John at birdflow.com. Uh, Contact me. Go to the site, send an email there. Anything at all, any questions that you come across, we want to answer those questions about this event, or even about Berkflow, whatever you got. But we'd love to hear from you, and we want you to seriously consider looking at, like I said, 7 spots left. That's it, and they're probably going to go fast. So we want you to consider coming and being a part of this as a business owner. It's something you're not going to regret. It is such a freaking awesome time. So shoot me some questions um, about any of this, about, like I said, Berkflow or this event. Um, but hey, I think this is it. Just wanted to get on and make sure there were no questions around this. I do know I scheduled this at the last minute. So for those that jumped on quickly, thank you. Go back and listen to this if you need anything or have any questions, or you can just contact me directly. You can send something to contact@bergflow.com as well, and we will receive that. So I expect these are probably going to be filling up pretty quick, and you'll know right away if the spots are full. Um, don't hesitate. Don't wait. Come join us. I'll be there. The Bergflow team obviously is going to be there. The Maris team, you'll get to meet them. One big family hanging out, having a good time, and trying to make, or we will be creating a great experience for all of those coming. So we'll see you soon. Send me some questions later.